YouTube, what is up, guys? So before this video starts, I just want to say a quick few things. Number one being, I did not expect this video to be this long. So this is probably like the longest skateboard setup I've ever done. It's not really just a skateboard setup, there's more to it as well. But if you guys just want to skip to the skateboard setup, I'll leave the time right here. Second thing I wanted to mention is I think at some point during the setup video, I mentioned something about how this one revive graphic that I'm setting up is no longer on the website. This whole video, except this part that I'm filming right now, was filmed last week, and during that time, the graphic was not up on the website anymore. I just checked, and they're back up on the website, but they're not in stock yet. I don't know when they're gonna re-up them, but I just didn't want to give you guys any false information in this video because the graphic is back up. They're just not, they're just not in stock. You can see them on the website, but they don't have any in stock right now. Unlike last week where the graphic was not even on the website at all, but it's back up there now. They're probably gonna re-up them soon. I don't know. But if you guys want to revive board yourself, I'll leave the link to their website in the description below. Other than that, that's all I have to say. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out. Alright, so you guys already know I love doing these videos a lot. And yes, I am going to do a setup video today. But first, before I do that, I need to cook breakfast and eat because it's already freaking 9:43 in the morning and it's almost 10 o'clock, which is... I don't know, ever since like all this whole quarantine stuff happened, I mean, we're in summer vacation now, but I need to get my sleep schedule and my life back together. Yeah, so I gotta eat up because I'm hungry and my stomach is growling at me. It's been growling at me for like the past 2 hours now, and I've been rolling in bed for 2 hours. Like, I got up at like 7:50, I believe, to be exact, and like rolled around for like 2 hours. So that's that, and I'm gonna shut up and start cooking. We have a bit of a problem. I cannot find the non-stick pan that I personally use, unless it's like buried underneath all of this, which I'm really not willing to go through. There it is, it's laying right there. Well, I'm gonna put you here. I'm gonna turn you up to 6, just like so. And the red comes on, and then you put it on top. Well, now I'm gonna have to put all these back, which is gonna suck. I need to turn music on. Hold on. Relax up. Play One Direction. I have no idea if you guys can hear that, but I'm playing One Direction right now, which is probably really uncalled for a lot of people, but I love One Direction. It's cool. I don't know if I should do 2 eggs or 3 eggs. Let's do 3 for the heck of it. Quick question, does anyone else, by the way, use a fork to whisk their eggs? I personally use it. I don't think, like, I don't want to, this is just unnecessary when I whisk it for whatever, I don't know. It's probably just me. I'm gonna just show you all the end results afterwards because this is taking way too long, so. Boom, there it is. Nice, bright yellow, light and fluffy scrambled eggs right there. I'm glad I did it myself. Thursday breakfast right there. Now that I'm done eating, I put all the clean dishes away, so we're finally good to go. Let's set up the new skateboard. Got some new curtains. Well, they're not new, but we finally changed them out and it's finally a lot brighter in this room, but I think I'm gonna open it up a little bit. And I think this is gonna be my new filming spot because it makes sense to film over here because like the light and stuff like that. I'm sure it's gonna work out. But let's just see how all this goes. Okay, so now that we're finally here, I completely forgot to take off my old setup, so I'm gonna have to take that apart real quick. So I guess while I'm taking this board apart, I'm just gonna talk about my old setup and I guess just what I've been pretty much up to lately. So the old board that I'm currently taking apart right now is, you guys have seen this graphic before, I believe. It's the View Skateboard shop deck. It's their have fun graphic. All I do is board slides. I don't do tail slides or nose slides at all. Although I would love to learn those at some point, hopefully this year. The only thing that scares me about learning nose slides is that, like, if you do it too high and then your wheels get on the flat part of especially on ledges, and you do nose slides on ledges, you can miss the lock-in and your wheels get on top of the ledge, and then you roll, like, just all the terrible stuff happens. That's the only reason why I don't want to learn nose slides, because I tend to overshoot the board and then I end up eating it. So, but I've been skating this board for literally, I got it in like February and it's already June, so that's like 5 months. But keep in mind, I didn't skate every single day because it was still like during the winter. So like, and honestly, here where I live, we have all 4 seasons of the year. So it's not hot all year round or sunny all year round. Usually we have all 4 seasons, and some of those seasons are not and by some I mean winter only. It's just not the best to skate in. It's way too cold, it snows, it's just not, I don't know, it's not skate friendly during the winter, and I'm sure a lot of you guys know that. And if you live in a state or anywhere where it doesn't snow at all, or you don't have to deal with like cold weather, I guess that's a good thing, because it's easier to cool off than to get warm. That's one thing for sure. But for me, I want to skate all year round. So, but I got a couple friends who can skate perfectly just fine in the winter. I don't know how they do it. For me, I cannot, because I am very stiff, and like it already takes me like a half hour to warm up, and not in the winter, but literally in general, like all year round, it takes me like a half hour to like fully warm up and get my legs going. I can't even kickflip the first try. I just can't. Like, I have to do like ollies and then 180s and then kickflip, or skate transition for a little bit. Which transition is a really great way for me to warm up personally. But I mean, everyone has their own different way of warming up. Some people do like freaking tray flips to warm up. God, it takes me like my whole body strength to do a tray flip, and I don't know, some people are just able to do them. Some people do straight 8, which is basically they do the trick in every stance, so like regular nollie, switch, and fakie. I can't do that. Nope. So onto the new board I have right here. I guess I might as well reveal it. It is the Revive, I believe this is called the Ames Brothers, Ames World, something like that. This is Revive's 2020 summer line right here, and when they revealed all of their graphics, this was the one that I was really going for. And because like, who doesn't want a graphic like this? I'm honestly kind of bummed out that I'm gonna end up scratching and ruining it, which is why I'm gonna take a picture of it before I set it up. Why didn't I do that? Oh my gosh. Give me a second. Okay, so I just grabbed a quick photo real quick for my Instagram. There goes the Allen key. Gosh darn it. Anyways, what I meant to say was I quickly just ran out to just get a quick Instagram photo for the new deck, because this thing just looks amazing, even though it's gonna get all scratched up and ruined thanks to me. Can't wait to set this board up. It is a size 825. I stepped up because 8.1s were getting a little too small for me. I have skated 825s in the past, but for some reason I always wanted to end up going back down. But this time, hopefully I can actually stick with the size for once. And yeah, so can't wait. We're gonna set this up. I think, oh my, I keep dropping the freaking Allen key. I need that. Hopefully this razor blade cuts too, because I don't have, I mean, I do have extra razors, but I can't remember if I flip because usually like the thing can come off, and like if I use this, if it's a brand new razor blade, I use this side for the first time, then after I set up a previous board, I flip it, I switch it around. I hope this is the right side. If not, I mean, I have new razor blades upstairs, so But I don't know, I just want to get it down the first try, you know? This is the best part about setting up a brand new skateboard, is taking off the saran wrap, because I don't know, that's the best part for me. And I know a lot of people, they always take out the sticker thingy. I'm not going to do that because I'm not a pansy like that. So I'm going to set this board up. God, this thing, I have not skated a Revive deck in a while, and I just absolutely love the shape of these boards. The concave is not too steep. The tail and the nose are like not too steep at all, so they can hit the ground super quick. And I can't wait to skate this board. They feel solid too, I'm not going to lie. They really feel solid. And I also like how the wood is not too thick, like how it is on like the shop deck. The shop decks are a little bit thicker, and I don't know, I just didn't really like that. But they have good shape, they have good feel. I've skated Revive boards in the past, and I can't wait to skate this one this time. So yeah, grip tape this time is just Jessup grip tape. Comes free with every Revive board, which, I mean, might as well just use it. But the last two boards that I had were Mob, so hopefully this is not gonna suck too much, but let's just put this board together. So hopefully it all goes well. I mean, Jessup's pretty good. It gets the job done. Oh, perfect. Oh, it almost stuck onto the tire of the bike that's right there. Alrighty. Hopefully I don't screw this up. And if I do screw it up, YOLO. Oh, it's stuck. Nope, get off, get off. Alright, rose tail, okay. Set you down. I hope I don't screw this up. I didn't screw it up. Now, unlike Mob, unlike Mob, this does not have the perforated, like the holes in the grip, which is what Mob usually has. So hopefully I don't get 10,000 air bubbles, and I already have an air bubble. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Why is this so much stickier than usual? What the heck? Please get out. And there are no air bubbles. Bubbles. I can't talk. This is the best way, by the way, to eliminate any air bubbles. Just take the backing of the paper the grip comes with and just kind of like scratch it out, sand it down, that way you don't actually mess your hands up. But yeah, I haven't skated Jessup in a while, but I'm sure it'll be just fine. Set that down there. So I don't think, it doesn't look too bad. But now, get ready for the worst noise in the world when I file this thing down. It's the worst. Surprisingly, knowing that I'm riding a wider board, I actually didn't, like, you know, unevenly put the grip on too bad, because usually one side is longer than the other when I put the grip on, so thankfully that didn't happen. And now for the scariest part ever, I'm cutting it because I don't know if this blade is dull. So hopefully it'll cut. And if I have to get a new razor blade, then so be it, but we're just gonna take it slow and steady. I'm feeling I'm cutting into the board. Okay, no, I'm not. I got a brand new stinking razor blade that I'm going to use because I'm completely wrecking this grip job. This is the worst grip tape job I've ever done. Surprisingly, that looked a lot better. It's not working. I cannot work at a skate shop knowing how terrible I am at gripping boards. Jesus. Alright, well, I'm gonna sand it down and then I'll show you guys the final freaking product. This stuff is way stickier than Mob when you apply it, but even sanding it is not fun right now. Alright, well, now there is sand everywhere. That was a stupid idea, but I'll just clean it up later, whatever. So, I mean, it's not too bad, but like, gosh, it's It's the worst. It's the worst. That was probably the hardest thing in the world, just to be honest. But now I'm gonna poke holes through it. Hopefully I don't end up stabbing myself. Oh my gosh. But so whenever you poke your holes, poke them in the outer part, but after that, go back in. That way, like, you can push the grip tape out and you don't have like these little chunks of grip pointing up at you. And try not to use the hardware too to poke your holes. Try to find something like a lot thinner, but big enough to actually fit the hole. So for me, I use this little Allen key when I have the diamond hardware. If you get diamond hardware, it comes with it comes with like a wrench and an Allen key, because I think diamond hardware is only Allen key. I don't think they sell any Phillips bolts. But yeah, so yeah, poke them in the outside like this. You know, you can use a screwdriver, anything that'll fit through the hole, and then come back in on the inner side. Because like, you don't want, unless you're not too picky about seeing chunks of grip on your board, then I guess you're fine. Now that I got the holes cut on my grip, I'm gonna put the bolts in, which, by the way, I skate diamond hardware. This is the diamond hardware 1 inch, just the regular diamond hardware, and they're the 1 inchers because I don't really care too much about what the freaking size of the hardware is. And now I do not know which one is my back or my front truck. Oh, this is my back truck, because the kingpin is just like scratched up and whatnot. My back truck. So yeah, I'm gonna put the bolts in. And no, I don't have like a colored bolt or anything like that. I personally don't. You know what? Let's actually get the paint marker, because I think I'm gonna do a gold bolt. I hope this writes. The last time I used this thing was like months ago. It still writes. We're good. 7 of my bolts are silver, and 1 of them is gold, which is the one I just colored. I basically do that way I can just distinguish which is my nose and my tail. That way I can just look down and be like, oh, that's my nose. And yeah, so, and then, so I guess while I'm putting this all together, I'm gonna talk about my whole quarantine adventure. Even though it's really not that exciting, it was really, really boring. So yeah, so when the whole like virus thing just like started like spreading everywhere and like getting all over the media and all the news and whatnot, we were supposed to be out of school for only 2 weeks, and then once those 2 weeks are up, they extended it again, and then again, and then again, to a point where they finally decided we're closing schools for the rest of the school year. And usually I expected myself to be really psyched. The first 2 weeks, I was really excited that we weren't going to school, because, you know, I was kind of like already overwhelmed and stressed out. Oh my gosh. I was already overwhelmed and stressed out, and I needed a break. So like having that 2 week period was perfect. But after that 2 weeks was over, it was kind of like, man, I kind of want to go back to school, because I didn't even get to go out as much with the first 2 weeks, even though I should have, because I did not expect this virus to get that bad. And all the cases started rising, and I don't know, I mean, that's just how it is, I guess. But anyways, going back to my story. So yeah, we were out the first 2 weeks, and after those first 2 weeks came by, they extended our stay again. They extended our days off again, to a point where we just never went back to school anymore. And then we had to do online learning. Hear me out. Online learning is literally the worst. I know, like in college and stuff like that, if you are in college, maybe some of you guys do online classes and stuff. I salute you and I respect you for that, because I don't know how you guys are able to do that. For me personally, I don't like to do online learning because, one, I prefer to just do all my work at school, because school is like, because if I'm at home to me is like a place to relax and unwind and not really do any of that stuff, you know? Like, but you know, when you're in school, for me, I tend to focus more because, you know, I'm in school. Like the idea of me being in school and like, you know, I'm in school, I'm here to learn, this is a place of learning. That's like, you know, that's just kind of like how I think. But if I'm at home, my mindset is the bed is right there. I'm gonna go take a nap, but I have all my schoolwork with me, so it makes it 10 times harder for me to open the computer and start. Oh crap, that's the wrong bolt. It makes it like 10 times harder for me to open up my freaking computer and freaking do the work. So that's the thing I hated about online learning. Another thing I hated about online learning was the fact that your teacher is not there, so they cannot help you. I mean, yeah, they do like weekly meetings on like Google Meets, but like, what is that gonna do? Like, you cannot, like, usually you're gonna ask for help at a time where they're no longer available anymore. Well, they are available, but like, it's not a quick response. It's not an instant response. So you have to wait, and you know, people have lives, so they can't always get on whenever they're available, or vice versa. But yeah, man, online learning was just the worst. Like, I hated it because, like, really just because of the idea that, like, my teacher is not there with me and they cannot help me, and I can't ask them the question in person, and it makes it difficult because I want to get an instant response. That way I can actually finish the assignment that needs to be done. And some of these lessons took me 2 hours a day, maybe even more than that. And keep this in mind, I have 8 classes every single day, Monday through Friday, 2 lessons per class. And if each lesson takes me hours to do, that is a lot of work for 1 week. Yeah, it's literally the worst, and like, I don't like that. I don't know. It was ridiculous to me. And but hey, we all got through it. I ended off this year pretty well. So I'm really happy for that. But I'm just really saying it was the worst experience of my life, and hopefully when I do go to college, I don't have to take online courses, because that is the worst. I prefer to really do have a teacher there with me, because the truth is, that's what school is supposed to be. You're supposed to have someone to teach you. But hey, some people can do online learning, some people can't. Some people can do both. I wish I could do both, but I can't. I prefer to have a teacher there with me. So yeah. Alright, anyways, I just finished setting up the new skateboard. This is by far my favorite graphic of all time, from Revive. Actually, this is by far my favorite graphic of all time in general. Like, I've skated many graphics over the years, not just from Revive, but just skateboards in general. And this is my favorite one, and this is probably the one that I would cherish the most. Even though it's gonna get scratched up, which I'm super sad about, but this is probably, like, if I were to ever have a pro model, this would be it. This would be it right here. This would be my pro model board. It's just like the colors and everything, and it literally represents my childhood. I used to play Mario all the freaking time when I was a little kid. Unfortunately, I don't really play video games at all too much anymore. I used to play a lot of video games when I was a lot younger, but then when I started skateboarding, I started going out more, and like, I really just don't want to do anything except skate. But if you play video games, I completely respect you for that. I think video games are cool. It's just that I probably just don't have... My Xbox is right there, and I haven't played it in literally 6 months. I think for a lot of people who are watching right now, that's a really big issue, and I probably just offended you and hurt your feelings. But I'm sorry. I don't know. I just love to be outside and skateboarding, and that's what I like to do. So yeah, that's basically it. I'm just going to rerun everything that I have here. So here I have a Revive 8.25, the Ames World deck. Ames Brothers, I don't know. I think it's called Ames World, but this is their newest Summerline graphic right here. Jessup grip tape, for those of you who care about grip tape. Diamond hardware. Trucks are just the regular Thunder 147 highs. They don't have the hollow kingpin or hollow axle. It's just the full-on metal Thunder truck. And it's cool too because they have blue bushings, which I didn't know that they did that. For the wheels, I'm riding Ricta wheels. These are the Ricta Rapido formula, and they're the wides. And they were initially 54s, but they're probably like 49s by now. They're really small. And for the bearings, I'm rolling with the Bones Reds bearings, just the classic Bones Reds. They've never done me wrong. My last pair lasted me for like 2 years. As long as you really take care of your bearings, like they're gonna last you for quite some time. So really hyped on that. But yeah, that's basically my whole setup. I usually don't put stickers on my board anymore because there's just really no point in doing that. And honestly, I don't think this board really needs to have any stickers on it because it has like plenty of everything. So this does not need stickers at all. But yeah, unfortunately I cannot do a kickflip test. I think that's just gonna be for another video. Basically, that's all I have for you guys today. Here's an ollie that I did yesterday. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the skateboard setup video. I always do these a lot and you guys like them, you guys watch them all the time, so I'm gonna keep doing them. I'm gonna try to start filming a lot more this summer once the world finally hopefully starts to open back up again. I am still skateboarding. Skate parks finally opened back up here where I live, so hopefully my squad and I can like get together and hopefully film a little bit for you guys. But other than that, I will be filming more than just skateboarding over the summer because I feel like it's good to have more than one thing filmed on my channel. Personally, I like to be diverse and like do multiple things because it's fun like that. But I'll still always do skate videos. But other than that, that's really all I have to say. I hope you guys like this setup. If you guys want a Revive board, I'll leave the link to their website in the description below. Unfortunately though, you cannot get this board anymore. They sold out immediately. I think they restocked these on like Friday and I ordered them on Sunday. And by the time Saturday rolled around, 775 through 8125 were already sold out the day after they restocked. And then after I ordered this on Sunday, the board was no longer available on the website. So this sold out pretty darn quick. They still have a few decks up on the website right now. They're gonna restock them soon, I believe. But they only have like two old graphics and a couple of the new graphics from their summer line that's on the site. The majority of them are not up there anymore. I think they're just gonna re-up them soon. Like I said, there's like the whole COVID situation has really put a lot of people in a bad spot, and I think they're just gonna re-up them soon. But just make sure to check out on the website. But yeah, I'm happy I was able to cop one of these myself before they sold out. Can't wait to skate this, and hopefully I can film myself skating this eventually, but that'll be for a separate video, of course. But yeah, that's all I have to say. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like on it, and if you want to see more from me, you can always hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. That way you're notified every time I upload a new video. That's all I have to say. Stay safe, guys. If you guys want to put a whole end to this whole pandemic as much as I want to, just follow the safety precautions, social distance. Please practice that, and stay safe and wear a mask. Most importantly, go skateboard. If you don't have a skateboard, go get a skateboard. If you don't skateboard, start skating. Go skateboard today, if you can. Oh, I have to clean up the mess that I made. Gosh. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys later. Stay safe and stay positive as always. Love y'all. Peace. Right? This is all the sand from the grip tape that I'm literally sweeping up right now. It looks like gunpowder. Okay, bye.